Welcome back to Take a Pitch.
There it is.
Max is not texting this time on this intro.
Had to reply real quick, that's all. Thought you were going to start us up and we're going to be good to go. Could fire off a last minute text, that's all.
Nope.
Save it for later, Max. This is more important, all right?
Exactly.
It's inexcusable.
That's your last strike, buddy.
Oh, God. I've been down to my last strike before. Anyway,
And you broke my mic stand.
hey, easy, Kill, easy. So, yeah, last week was our Harrison Bader episode.
Yes.
Really, thank you.
No
Really
problem.
fun chat with him, and again, that's on YouTube, Spotify, and wherever else you got our podcast. So checking it out. We'll keep pumping out some content from that. Thanks again to Harrison Bader. Really cool dude.
Yeah. And thank you guys for helping with the content and questions.
Yeah.
And
No problem.
Of course.
Thanks for asking my question.
yeah, that was the best question.
I
That
know.
was easily the best question.
I do what I can.
Big shout out to Macca for throwing Max on blast.
And
He
you know what?
loved that question too, and you could tell.
Well, you know what, Max? I didn't even get a thank you for, at least, looking after you, trying to help you out.
Yeah, I think
I
we need a
appreciate
thank
it,
you.
Macca.
No, thank you. We need a thank
Thank you, Macca. Thank you. I
Yeah, no problem,
appreciate. I appreciate you having my fashion interest at heart.
No problem.
What are you wearing today? Let's see. Did you take his advice?
Today I got the ESU, one of those like dry fit shirts, and I got
Okay.
gray sweatpants.
Okay.
All right.
Basic, but gets the job
So
done.
the classic.
Yeah, the classic.
What
Not
hat we got on?
matching.
Who's the
I got a. Well, you'll find out the team later. Don't worry.
It's the Red Sox.
It's a
I'm
clue.
hanging up.
It's
It's the
I
Cleveland
can't find
Indians.
my Red Sox hat.
Thank
No.
God.
I've been five Indians though. It's been a good
All
hat.
the Indians. So, yeah. Vader was dope as shit.
He really was. Hopefully we get to have him on again in the future.
Yeah.
But on to more depressing news, I guess. Orioles star Trey Mancini was diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer, guys.
Yeah, that's tough.
Tough to see, and seems like
Sorry, I'm not laughing at that. It's just Mike.
Mike just pounded the keys.
Okay. I'm
Sorry, I was looking up just some more on the situation.
Mike needs
just
like an
saw-
external keyboard just for this.
I saw Macca's face just crack when the keys were fucking glass.
I couldn't hold it, man. All right.
All right.
But you get back.
Yeah, I'm good.
Mancini coming off his best year. He's going to be out for this entire year if there is a season, obviously, undergoing, I think,
there's
6
gonna be a
months of
season,
chemo,
but-
right?
There's gonna be a season.
There better be.
There's no way.
But, 6 months of chemo, I think he said?
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, stage 3 colon cancer, it's no joke, and we wish him the best of luck. Just got his extension in January, I think, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
He's signing a new deal.
Mm-hmm.
They removed the tumor. I think he said it was in a Players Tribune article. I think they said it was in March 12th, I think it was. So it's been about a month, and he just started chemo, 2 weeks ago, Billy, he said?
Something like that, right? He's been on it for
Couple
3 weeks,
yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
About something like that.
And
Close.
obviously the baseball world, and we wish him the best of luck and pulling
Yeah.
for him, obviously.
Hope he recovers soon, man.
Mm-hmm.
No joke.
Orioles
He
need
def-
him.
Yeah. He's definitely got a good support system around him, so he'll be
Yeah,
be good.
yeah, definitely.
His
Well,
dad,
yeah.
actually. His dad's a doctor, actually.
Oh, really?
And had stage 2 colon cancer before, but his dad actually delivered Jeremy Guthrie's first son.
Really?
Interesting.
Yeah,
The more you know.
Interesting.
he was a team doctor for, I think, the Indians for a while. One of the team doctors, like the OBGYN for their wives and stuff.
He was
Because they
OBGYN for the Indians.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Because they grew up, or Trey Mancini grew up in the spring training home of the Indians until like the 97 or something like that.
Right.
So he was always around baseball because of his dad. So
Mm-hmm.
good support system for him though.
Yeah.
The Orioles organization.
Mm-hmm.
Orioles need him bad, so hopefully he gets well soon.
Yeah.
I mean, they have something going for them with Dwight Smith Jr., who's been raking in the Show Players League with the Orioles.
Yeah, God bless, man. With that team, sheesh, must be pretty good.
Dude's got to be one of the best players out there in the league. Real
I'd
quick,
beat
let's,
him,
let's just talk about that real quick. That shit's fun to watch, honestly.
They had it on ESPN. I don't know if they still do.
Yeah.
They had it definitely on ESPN.
They're closing. I think they're in the playoffs now. Yeah, they're in the playoffs.
Yeah,
now.
they were like voting for like awards and whatnot, which is cool.
I know Tommy Canley is a game out of the playoff spot.
It's on tonight,
I
actually.
think he's like 18-8, honestly,
It
something
says
like
it's on
that.
tonight.
I know McNeil clinched the spot.
I got it right
Gallo
here.
clinched the spot. What do you
I
got?
got it right here. It's Snell, Gallo, Bichette, McNeil, Smith, Happ, Lux, and Giolito are the top 8.
Snell will probably win because he actually like plays the game a lot and streams it. And it's
Yeah.
probably between him and Gallo right now, from what I've.
Giolito's pretty good too at it.
Is there one game left? I think, yeah, so Canley has one game left, and I think it's against Giolito for that last spot.
Ooh,
Oh, really?
Oh, no, okay, so it's Canley has McCullers, and Giolito has Amir Garrett. And they're both, so those two are tied.
And Amir Garrett's
and
not in the
Giolito,
playoff
yeah.
spot.
No.
'Cause he had a good hot start.
He's
to the
actually a
league, I
game
think.
back, so there's a way he can get it.
Interesting.
All right.
McCullers is out, though.
As long as McNeil's in there. It's
Yeah,
God.
they have the schedule here. It's Friday, the quarterfinals. Saturday is 2 of the quarterfinals. Saturday afternoon is 2 quarterfinals, and then one of the semifinals. Saturday is one of the semifinals, and Sunday is the championship.
Mac is on the move.
fucking
As
dog is
long as
freaking
I-
out.
As long as I don't have to watch the 03 playoffs, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, right. Anything that's live
want-
is good.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go. Yeah, I'm
I mean, it's
over.
good
I'm over
content. It's
watching.
good. It's good to see personalities. Like
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Tommy Canley's a funny guy, but if you're not a Yankee fan, you probably wouldn't know that.
Yeah.
So it's good to see, personalities in the game.
And it's a lot of young stars too. So it's like,
Yeah,
It's
like
like-
Soto.
yeah.
Soto's been playing, right?
well,
Tatis
yeah,
was in it.
it's you got Bichette, you got Smith, you got Lux, Giolito, Tatis, Soto, Jesus Luzardo.
Amir Garrett's made a name for himself too.
Yeah, Goodrum, Cole Tucker. Those are like the younger of the guys that are in it.
Who's on the Royals? It's Brett Phillips, right?
Yeah, it's Brett
Yeah.
Phillips.
Dude, his laugh.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
He's hilarious. Yeah.
He's hysterical. Him and
Didn't-
Lance McCullers are like mad funny together.
I think the
reminds me-
Brewers. Yeah, Bill.
His- I was just gonna say that his laugh kind of reminds me of an outtake from last week's podcast.
Oh my God. Are you sending it to the group?
Dude, this fucking kid. I don't know if you guys
Oh,
were
yeah.
able to hear that.
No,
Yeah,
I heard it too. I
Wait,
remember
don't
the part.
Oh wait, I didn't take it out.
I don't think so. Or there's a part where Max laughed in it that
There's-
is like similar to it, but not like that.
There was a few in the beginning, before Bader came on, and I was just like, dude, all right, I have to cut out a few of these. This kid is like, what's he doing?
I was on some
We on the
shit.
helium.
It was like, like what the fuck, Santa? What are you doing? Like creepy as shit.
The Brewers, when Brett Phillips was still a Brewers prospect, one spring training, they did like dad jokes, and he was like trying to get him to laugh. And the video went like viral on like baseball Twitter and shit, and everybody was like, best laugh in baseball, and now they're seeing it again. And I think it's pretty cool because Brett Phillips, he's not a bad player either.
He's just not like he plays in Kansas City. Nobody really knows who he is.
Right, and Kansas
Yeah, I
City
mean-
went back to being Kansas City.
Exactly, they suck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he's never played a full season yet, so I mean he's only been like a September call up. So
Yeah, he hasn't put it together fully at the big league level at all.
Yeah.
It's great defensively, but
yeah.
But
I heard
you have,
no. What? Go on.
Oh, what were you saying? Yeah, guys. What were you saying?
No, I was just gonna say. I mean, you were talking about the realignment. Do you want to talk about that now?
We can
Let's
kind
do
of
it.
go into that later. I was gonna say if you wanted to go into your special topic.
All right, you're a little laggy, but all right.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, it's a little bit of a lag.
Hey, we're good. It should be good now.
Yeah, like literally only you. Mac and Hendon are perfect on mine. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
All right. So, as you guys know, 2 weeks ago, we did the 2010s draft, right?
Right.
Okay.
So, I took it upon myself. I asked Max for help. He just was no help whatsoever. So I took it upon myself, and I took all of our players. I took their 5 best years from the 2010s, and I made them into MLB The Show players.
Oh, this is fantastic.
So
Savage.
I simulated a season, and here we go.
Oh god. Was it a 4-team season or was it like
Nah.
an actual?
I tried doing that, but I wasn't able to. Did not work. I
Oh,
picked
Jesus.
myself. I was the Brewers. I made Max the Astros because he's an asshole. Hendon was the Mets. Mac, of course, the Yankees. So, I will send you guys.
Wait, I have a question.
Go on.
What did you use to fill out our rosters? Like, who did you use?
So, I did a fantasy draft. I let it just go by itself. The guys that are still active, I traded them to our respective teams who we picked, and then I created players for the guys that are no longer playing.
All right.
And then I went on the deep, dark depths of Reddit to find a MLB The Show ratings calculator from like 2013.
Okay.
So basically, I just used that. I went through all their stats. I have it somewhere. So basically, you had to like find like everything, and Max was no fucking help. I asked him to do that. Didn't do it.
Let's go
So-
through some shit, guys.
So I did it all, and came out. We pretty much, and then by the way, sorry, and just to make it even, I made 4 bench players. Was it 8 relievers and the 2 other starters? I made them all equal out to 76 overall,
Okay.
so that we all had,
Yeah, that's
the extra
makes sense.
players were all even.
Yeah, and they weren't like shit. So
Exactly. Yeah. And so I simulated, and the final season records go as following.
oh god.
Out of the 4 of us, Max came in last in the final season
Let's
I
go!
at 113 and 49.
Sheesh.
Maka came in second to last
Wow.
at 114 and 48. Hendon came in second place, 118 and 44.
Wow.
You had over
And then-
120 wins then.
I had 124 and 38.
Sheesh.
Jesus
Wow.
Christ.
So then we get to the
Maka.
good part. What?
A great season. Cheers to a great season.
Yeah.
Maka.
It's not like you didn't make the playoffs.
To
No,
a
yeah.
battle in the AL. Let's do a battle in the AL there.
And that was the point behind behind it, was that I put us all in different divisions. I put 2 in the American League, 2 in the National League, so that we could end up
Yeah, we
facing
played
each
for
other in the championship series. And I have the end of the season batting and pitching leaders. I don't know if you guys want me to go over that or not.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Cool.
So, NL, we had average. The leader was Yelich at 350. Betts was in second place, 336. Hits, Betts had 219. Doubles, Altuve 51. Triples, Betts 14. Home runs, Yelich 63. That was leading the major
God.
leagues.
Oh my god.
Cabrera had 52. RBIs, Yelich had 153.
This is crazy.
God.
Yeah.
Runs, Yelich had 154.
What happens when he went 124 games?
Yeah.
Somebody's got to put up the production.
Yeah, Yelich. Stolen bases, Altuve had 33. On base percentage, Yelich at 429. Slugging percentage, Yelich at 798. And
So
WAR.
Yelich won MVP. Okay,
Yes, Yelich won NL MVP. But mookie Betts did come in second place.
obviously.
And his WAR was 12.2.
Good God.
And Betts' WAR was 10.1. And the
Jesus
AL,
Christ.
we had the league leading average at Joey Votto at 316.
Wow.
Hits, Trout 203.
Let's go.
Doubles, Trout 52. Triple, Story and Adam Jones at 8 apiece.
Adam Jones.
All right.
Home runs, Stanton at 60.
He still came in last, Max? What the
Max's pitching wasn't the best.
fuck is
But
going
ready? Second place in the AL. Bautista, JD Martinez, and Nolan Arenado each had 50 apiece.
Those are all me, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
You led overall most home runs.
Love that.
Plays in a
RBI.
fucking sandbox.
Yeah, true.
RBIs, Stanton 150. Runs, Trout 140. Stolen bases, Braun 25. On base percentage, Votto 426.
That's
Hey.
crazy
slugging.
that Braun led in steals. I guess he was
Right.
faster back
Did I
then,
have
but like,
Braun?
Yeah,
yeah,
you had Braun.
yeah, you had Braun.
Wow.
25 stolen bases. Trout slugging 649 and WAR Trout at 10.7.
Typical Mike Trout season.
And
Yeah, pretty much.
the AL. Oh wait, I'm not gonna get to that yet. Hold on. I'll tell you who the AL MVP is after this. The pitching stats, pitching leaders for the NL. Steven Strasburg ERA of 2.21. Keuchel was right behind him, 2.23.
Wow.
Sneaky.
I never thought.
Strikeouts, Strasburg 305.
Sheesh.
Verlander right behind at 280. Wins, Keuchel and Kershaw tied at 25. Saves, Kimbrel had 45, but Chapman actually got injured for a month, so
Oof.
that was a little bit of a blow. You had him back for the playoffs, though, so don't worry. Whip, Strasburg at 0.91. Keuchel
Wait, I
right
had them both. It didn't matter, did it?
I had Kimbrel.
Oh, you had Kimbrel? Oh, no, okay. I thought I had him too. It was like,
Yeah.
wait, doesn't
And
that
it's like,
matter?
doesn't matter.
You had Kenley Jansen.
Oh, okay, the Jazz was the other one, right?
And then Keuchel was right behind at 0.94. And then WAR for pitchers, Strasburg 8.3, Greinke 6.1.
Oh, you know what it was? I was going to take him, but you took him
Yep.
right before. I was going to go back-to-back with...
Yep.
Yeah.
And then the AL ERA, Scherzer at 2.15 led the MLB.
Right? That's me, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So-
Max's best was Sale at 3.14.
That's
Marginally
why.
beat worse. K's Scherzer at 280. Kluber right behind at 275. Wins,
Okay.
Felix Hernandez at 24.
Wow.
Excuse me, what?
This is a throwback, Felix.
2-4. That's 2-4.
Saves, Britton at 40.
That's me also.
Yep.
Yeah.
Scherzer, Whip at 0.96.
Whew.
And WAR, Scherzer at 8.4. And also tying was Felix Hernandez at 8.4. Max's
So my
best
pitching let me
pitcher
down.
was Sale at 5.64. Yes, your pitching let you down. Now, for the AL MVP, it was Felix Hernandez.
Wow.
He had, I believe it was like 9 or 10 complete game shutouts. It was like stupid.
Water's not what I should be drinking right now after my team's performance. Jeez.
And with that being said, he was obviously the AL Cy Young. And the NL Cy Young was Clayton Kershaw.
Yes, sir.
So that was the in-season stats. Now, the playoffs.
Oh, baby.
I'm disappointed in my team, honestly.
Max is going to lose first round. Chris Sale's going to blow for him.
I'm going to end up losing the Max.
I will.
We definitely
I will-
went 7.
I will send this to you guys.
Yeah, let me see this.
So the NLCS was me and Hinden.
Jeez.
Wow.
And Hinden took me down.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think it had to do with the pitching. It had to be because Kershaw was Yeah, the pitching was filthy.
Hendon, as a Mets fan,
In
well
real life,
done.
though, Kershaw wouldn't come through. So
I know. Yeah, that's fine.
And then
I saw Greinke.
AL,
Oh, he wouldn't come through either.
LCS went to Game 7
I
with
can't.
the
I can't
Astros
even
ultimately
look at
coming
this.
on top.
Let's go, baby! Bang the trash cans!
I'm getting upset.
And then the World Series.
Hang on. Slider.
You're a cheater.
Was Chris Sale pitching? Because they're all sliders.
This is actually okay. Thank
True.
God. I thought it said
And
Astros.
the World Series, I keep saying fucking Macca. Hendon
Good job, Mike.
took it in Game 7 at home, by the way, and I have a screenshot of that.
Tip of the cap to you, Mike, on a well-fought series. Well done.
One
Yeah.
time,
Actually,
I'm
So,
happy for the
by the way,
Mets.
the what's it called? The World Series, the games that Max won were by like 1-2 runs. The games that Hendon won were like by like 9-10. So it was like he outscored you like pretty good.
I mean, the lineup is too
Yeah.
his pitching just wasn't there. That was his biggest problem.
well, my pitcher.
Yeah.
Actually, it wasn't bad. It was DeGrom, Chris Sale's very hittable in the game, and then Kluber is kind of garbage.
Yeah,
I
but he had
mean, they
Greg
were all.
Even
Yeah, Greg Holland
his monster like
and
back.
David Robinson. Yeah. In the
Right.
game, they're not good.
I would love to know what my bullpen ERA was.
50.
It probably wasn't
He's-
bad, but like
I mean, it has
Not
to be pretty
great.
bad if I beat him by fucking 15 runs every game.
better options. You know what this makes me want to do? Like, I want to look at the last 5 years, like you said, the 5 years, like of
Shit.
the best 5 years. Make a
Mhm.
massive Excel sheet of just like their average for the 5 years, stat wise. You didn't do that, right? You just translated it into the show.
Yeah, Mackie, you had
No,
Aaron
I
Ball.
I wrote it down though. I didn't put it in an Excel sheet. I'll see if I can find it.
Can we
Mac,
just look at my bullpen?
Mackie,
real
you had
quick?
Aaron Bummer, too, bro.
Yeah, he's a glitch. He's Zach Britton 2.0. Nobody knows
I
that.
know.
Really?
Yeah, he's disgusting.
Can we just look at my bullpen and look at how many side armors I have?
I had Tyler Chatwood though. That's rough.
Oh,
Wow.
no, Tyler Chatwood was fucking fantastic.
Was he?
Dude, I had to turn off the notifications because, dude, every week somebody was trying to trade for him. I was like, no, not happening. You keep these teams even throughout.
I had Mancini and 𝒂𝒂𝒂 on my bench. That's a nice bench.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bench wasn't that good.
Yeah, Mac. Yeah, Trey Mancini, huh?
Yeah, why? What's the problem?
Couldn't come through for you. It's a shame.
I don't know what
the
that's supposed to mean.
LCS.
Yeah, you cheated, so I don't want to hear it. Representing a shit organization.
You're running a shit organization. Oh, Billy had Sir Anthony Dominguez in the pen.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
cool.
Mackie, he had Brent Suter. It's over.
Oh yeah, the guy's a cheat code. Throwing 85.
I had to lower his overall actually.
Brent Suter's?
Familia and Justin Wilson for
Brent
Billy.
Suter's disgusting. If you're playing against him because he throws 90 and nobody can sit that
Not
late
even
on it.
Barely touching 86, dude. They're throwing wiffle balls up there.
I had Sean Manaea. Oh, I had Jonas Vizcaíno as well. 𝒂𝒊𝒕𝒄𝒉. Yeah, I actually had a decent bullpen. Jose Castillo.
See, the problem is when you do the simulations in the show for franchise, it's like their potential means so much. So, if you have a guy with a potential, but he's a low overall throughout the season, he'll become
the
80.
line.
You know what yeah.
Yes. So I had to bump everybody's potential and everybody's
Exactly.
durability
That
up
must
to
have been a bitch.
99.
Yeah, that
It
must have been
was.
such a bitch.
And I honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, because I did Max's first. I forgot to do it on most his players. They shoot up after the first month, and I went and I did it all. Jeez, relax. You actually ended up. I don't even have to see with me.
He still won 118 games. It's okay.
Yeah.
That's funny, though. That's sick.
Yeah, that's
so
cool. I
Matt,
didn't expect all that. That was cool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And no thanks to Max.
But yeah.
Just have to remember that.
Was going through shit. So
Mac, you saw the last thing that I sent?
What was
all the
that?
numbers?
Yeah, all the numbers.
Was that all the?
Oh shit.
So in the red is their average against righties. The blue is their average against lefties. The teal is their ISO against righties, and the orange is their ISO against lefties. And
Nuts.
that's basically how you figure out their contact and their power. And then same thing for their average of runners in scoring position. That was their clutch, and so on and so forth.
Oh, that's crazy. Wow.
Yeah, I know they use ISO for power, but I know for the average, at least in Diamond Dynasty, just because their stats go up to 125.
Yeah.
So I know that for a lot of them, 60 is average.
Mm-hmm.
So if somebody bats well, for me, when I make a franchise shit, if somebody is a 250 hitter, I'll have them at 60 contact, and then 270, bump it up to 65, 70, somewhere in that range.
Yeah.
That's how I do it. But this is actually cool.
Yeah.
Damn, that must have took forever.
It wasn't too bad actually. It was a pain in the ass doing maxes because it was the first one that I did. But then when I got to mine, I started getting quicker, and then I literally finished. Macca. I finished your team in a matter of 20 minutes. The entire
Wow.
team. I was like, wow. Yeah, and Hinden's team only took 40 minutes, so it wasn't too bad.
That's crazy.
That
It's
is
sick though.
Team took 2 days to do.
Can't wait for you to do this for the futures draft that we know.
that'll take fucking forever.
Well, yeah, because he's got no story points to go off of. He'd just be
Yeah.
guessing at this point.
Mm,
You just have to make up your projections at that point.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we just
Oh.
use the Diamond Dynasty futures cards. That's all we do.
You might as well.
And I wanted to do it 5 times to get an overall, a nice average. But right after the World Series, my fucking PlayStation turned off, deleted the entire franchise.
No way.
Yeah, I was so pissed.
That's
I was like, oh,
Not even a single save in the way, Billy. Not even a single save.
that is tough.
oh, not a single save. I thought I did
out the
too,
window.
though. Yeah,
That's
dude,
crazy.
I was livid. It's the best word to say.
Say it.
Really, all that fucking work?
Yeah, but we got the one. I got the one, and Hinden came out on top. So Hinden
Congrats, Mike.
in our
Congrats, Mike.
simulation.
Let me look at Mike's team again. Hold on.
What do I get?
Nothing.
bragging rights over me.
Not gonna say it.
Oh, I like your team.
Yeah, my team's nice.
Yeah,
Said
and
X.
Hinden, if you put together the season and the playoffs, Hinden was the best overall, second place, and then won the World Series.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right there.
Nice to see the Mets win a World Series.
Yeah,
One day.
At least it was against the Astros.
yeah, seriously, took down that scum.
Saw him turn the
Max.
hat around. I was like, Jesus Christ. This fucking kid.
Yeah, right.
Oddly enough, it's the first time I'm wearing this hat since the news broke of the cheating scandal.
Good for you, man.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I'll bet.
Billy goes, just make sure you wear your Astros hat today. I'm like, why? And I'm like, oh wait, yeah, never mind. I was the Astros.
Yeah.
I thought it had something to do with the Red Sox report. And I'm like, wait, that makes me look like a fucking asshole.
No, because I filled him in on a couple things about it, and then he didn't do any work. So yeah, he was asking me about the playoffs. I was like, no, suck my dick. I'm not telling you shit. I was like, I literally said word for word. Maybe if you did Macca and Hinden's stats, I would tell you.
Yeah.
But he didn't. So no.
It's alright. I honestly, it worked out better this way. I would have been like, I would have given it away facially.
You'd have been
I
crying,
wouldn't-
yeah.
I wouldn't have told you the playoffs.
No,
I
you
would've-
wouldn't. Oh, even if I didn't do the work.
No. Why would I? Why should I?
I said even if I did the work.
Yeah, you barely did any. That's barely any work. I did that shit in total an hour, and you couldn't even do it over the course of a fucking week.
Oof.
Ooh.
Come on, Max. Help your buddy
Yeah,
out,
dude.
man.
Had to do with me like that, huh?
Yes. So that's the outcome. I actually had a shit ton of fun doing it. I loved looking at those numbers, and it was awesome, like seeing the outcome of everything, and our players, and yeah.
Yeah, they're nasty. It's fun. The
Yeah.
show gives customizability, which is great.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Hendon, next draft, you gonna try and defend your title?
Of course. I mean,
I'm not redoing it. I'm not
No,
doing
not at all. No, not at all.
I'm not doing it for the 2000s. I mean,
yeah,
hang on.
in 10
Does
years
this
we'll
mean
do it.
Does this mean I get the first pick of the next draft because I came in last place?
oh,
No, absolutely
No,
not.
it's another random pick.
yeah.
It was worth a shot. I came
Would you
in
even
last
want
was
the
the first
first
pick
pick?
anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say, would you even want the first pick?
The 2000s? I don't even know who I'd take.
I know who I'd take.
Who'd you pick, Macca?
A-Rod.
Yep.
It's the only option. It is the only. That's the only option.
Either A-Rod or Griffey.
Yep.
Yeah, well, what about Ichiro?
No.
I mean,
He wouldn't be first pick, but he's up there.
A-Rod,
Yeah.
Griffey, Vlad.
He's
Yeah.
like up there in the first
Let's
two
see.
rounds, two or three rounds, right? Ichiro,
Ichiro.
Pujols,
Pujols, yeah. Nomar Garcia-Parra.
Jeter.
Yeah.
Piazza,
Piazza, yeah.
Posada,
Barry Bonds.
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 Oh yeah, Bonds is number one. Actually, I think I would take him over A-Rod.
There's a lot of choices.
Actually, I don't know. I'd
All right,
take,
as winner of this draft, I can proclaim my first pick for next year.
honestly, you could just make Max last, and then go Billy, me, Mike. Like
Yeah, just make sure Max is last. That's fine.
No, just do how we did it before, but just move Max last, move Billy up to first.
Just move everybody up one.
Yeah,
It
that's
should
what
be
I
the
was
other way, but
Why?
I mean, it doesn't matter. Or we just
Oh, yeah, you
redo
could do
it.
Yeah,
Just
that's
redo it the other way. Just
Yeah,
Or
redo
just
it.
do randomly. Yeah. I think Mike's in-game management helped with having Bruce Bochy at the helm.
He's frozen on my screen. Oh, he's back.
Yep, you're good now.
No, but maybe I think his manager helped him win a title. Bruce Bochy, a little experience there.
There's no effect on that. There's no effect in the
know.
game right there.
I know. Joking.
I think it only affects like attributes, which doesn't matter anyway because they're all 99s.
What,
Yeah.
managers?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they only affect like attributes. They do. They add
They
certain
could
they
add
increase
or-
attributes at certain
Ah.
It could subtract if you get a shitty manager.
Interesting.
So, but that's what it was.
Yeah, that's crazy. Good job. That's a lot of work.
Thanks.
No
Tip of
problem.
the cap to Billy. Tip of the cap to Mike for winning. Draft
Yeah,
the
good
best team. Moving on. Literally 20 minutes before our interview with Harrison Bader, the Red Sox report was released. Like literally 20 minutes before we were set to start with him. So we gave ourselves a week to kind of look it over, and I don't know if any of you guys did, but I was kind of skimming it real quick.
I did not.
It's really
Okay.
not hard.
I have the
Not
cliff
much,
notes in front of me.
So, in what he called an exhaustive investigation, there was a one bullet here in the first page. I find that unlike the Houston Astros 2017 conduct, in which players communicated to the batter from the dugout area in real time the precise type of pitch about to be thrown, the conduct by replay system operator JT Watkins, by its very nature, was far more limited in scope and impact. The information was only relevant when the Red Sox had a runner on second base, which was 19.7% of plate appearances league-wide in 2018. Watkins communicated sign sequences in a manner that indicated he had decoded them from the in-game feed in only a small percentage of these occurrences. So sorry, Macca. The Red Sox really didn't do as much damage as you would hope.
I don't care. What are you picking me out for? I don't fucking care.
You're the Yankee fan, you know?
I really don't care about the Red Sox. I really don't, man. I
So
care about when the Yankees beat them. What? I'm busy right now.
Kim.
And why would you want anyone to, did you genuinely want the Astros to come back that they were cheating?
I think it would have been better to know that the Astros weren't cheating, because now I hate all of them. So.
Exactly. I mean, it brought attention to the sport, but not in a good light.
Right. The report found that then manager Alex Cora, the Red Sox coaching staff, and the Sox front office, or most of the players on the 2018 Red Sox, knew or should have known that Watkins was utilizing in-game video to update the information that he had learned from his pregame analysis. Communication of these violations were episodic and isolated to Watkins and a limited number of Red Sox players only. So I guess not every Red Sox player used the information or was even given the information. I guess one difference here was that the Red Sox front office consistently communicated the MLB sign-stealing rules to non-player staff and made commendable efforts towards instilling a culture of compliance in their organization. So it's a little different than the Astros situation.
I think it's a lot different.
So get to the punishments.
So the punishment is Watkins suspended without pay for the 2020 season and 2020 postseason, and is prohibited from serving as a replay room operator for the 2021 season and 2021 postseason. No other Red Sox personnel will be disciplined. The club was held accountable, though, because they may have benefited from it. As a result, the Red Sox forfeited their second round selection in the 2020 first-year player draft, and that's it. Alex Cora will be suspended through the conclusion of the 2020 postseason for his conduct solely as the bench coach of the Astros in 17. No additional discipline based on the 2018 Red Sox findings.
I think it's all kind of BS, to be honest. I don't think the punishments are given out right for the Astros and Red Sox.
So why not?
Because it doesn't make sense. So Cora is part of the 2017 scheme with the Astros. Then he goes to the Red Sox, and they're found cheating. So how does he have zero involvement?
I think with the Red Sox part is they couldn't find significant or substantial to pin it solely on him. Like when Max was reading the blurb from the article.
It was the executive summary, yeah.
Yeah, it sounded like they knew it was coming, but he had no direct I don't know, it made it seem like there was no direct knowledge of it, or he actually influenced it like he did in Houston.
I think
and they're not going to give him double jeopardy at this point.
It doesn't really matter.
They're super soft.
Honestly, what bothers me too is that the punishments, if there's no season this year, the punishments
are irrelevant.
Yeah, everything's irrelevant. How do you? So then they could just get away with it.
So here's another note on the Red Sox. I find Watkins used in-game video to decode signs during 2018 regular season only. The evidence uncovered during the investigation is insufficient to conclude that the conduct continued in 2018 postseason or 2019 regular season.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I think because it was only in the regular season, it was kind of a little lighter punishment. Granted, it's still not acceptable. It's still not.
I also think it's nowhere near as bad as the Astros because, a runner on second, and they're taking signs from that, as you said? They're taking signs when there's a runner on second?
Yeah, it was, information was only relevant when the Red Sox had a runner on second base, which was 19.7% of plate appearances league-wide.
Right, so I don't think it's really that. It's not ideal, but it's nowhere near as setting up a camera in center field and, banging away,
So here's what I think you're kind of forgetting is that the camera was installed by Major League Baseball. The way they used the camera is what the issue was with the Astros. The camera was installed for developmental purposes only.
I don't care why it was installed. They used it the wrong way, so it's still cheating.
Right.
It doesn't make any better or worse.
But you're saying they set up the camera in center field. They did. It was Major League Baseball who set up the camera.
Okay, whatever. You're taking my words.
Gotta get the facts right, Macca.
No. You're taking my words too literal. You know what I meant by they're using a camera, a high tech camera to relay it to a monitor. They had the whole monitor system set up, so they set up something. Exactly.
Listen, at the end of the day, yes, the Astros scandal was significantly worse, significantly more impactful, and significantly more damaging to baseball as a whole than the Red Sox. One thing I'm kind of thrown by with this is that this is essentially the second incident with the Red Sox organization. So there was no fine here for this, according to Manfred. I didn't see any shred of a fine or anything like that.
Fines are stupid, dude.
But you know what I mean?
Either way,
I mean,
listen, the punishment was light.
Yeah, I'll admit it was a little light, but it wasn't as light as a lot of people think because it's so different from the Astros. Everybody's holding it to the standard that the Astros punishment was.
Yeah, which I don't think you can because it's not the same.
It's a less severe case.
Yeah, but because and then even the report does mention, I didn't read through the entire thing. On page, where is it? On page 8, it mentions the Apple Watch incident. But it does mention that the Red Sox did put an effort to ensure compliance with MLB rules.
And I think that's why it was definitely less severe too, because they were just they're pretty much being open with it, which the Astros weren't. Is why I think
they took 4 months to get this out.
Yeah. Well, they said that it was pretty much done about 2 months ago, middle of February.
Yeah, they probably should have read it all. They had to write up all the legal shit for it.
I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me. I mean, it doesn't really matter, honestly.
So,
punishment's
irrelevant. Mac, what would you think the punishment, or worthy punishment would be then?
I mean, you have to. I'm not gonna give you exact examples because I just don't know. I don't know that much about it, so I'm not gonna give you exact punishment because I really haven't been following baseball since spring training ended. It just, But
right.
If I'm the commissioner, you have to at least set a precedent. It just doesn't seem like it's enough to make people.
Well, they set the
scared
precedent.
to cheat.
Yeah, they set the precedent with Houston, and that's fucking nothing.
Yeah, but they didn't though because now he's
it
doesn't matter now if we don't have a season.
That is the precedent though, and it's a soft one.
Right. It just I don't know. It just seems way too light.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean,
still gives them.
What is it? Yeah, what is it? Losing a second round pick? What's the probability a second round pick makes the major leagues?
Yeah.
You won't see that guy for 5 years anyway.
Yeah.
Shot in the dark.
Yeah. And there was a footnote that said, because this draft may be shortened to 5 rounds, Manfred is mindful that here's the exact footnote. I am mindful that because the 2020 first-year player draft may be as few as 5 rounds, this penalty may have a more significant impact on the Red Sox than in a normal year.
What does that even mean?
I'm not sure how impactful he thinks a second-round pick can be. But
I mean, yeah, you're limiting the amount of picks they'll have in the draft. So instead of 5, they're going to have 4. And it doesn't matter anyway because everybody else is going to be an undrafted free agent. They're all signable.
Yeah. Regardless.
No, I was gonna say if they wanted to make a bigger impact on it, they take away international signing money, so they can't do that stuff.
Exactly.
Limit them.
They should. Yeah, what happened to the Braves when they were doing that with the international signings?
Where they hacked into the Cardinals system or something like that.
Yeah. What was their punishment, dude? They were
Yeah, they had no money. They couldn't sign anything.
Yeah, they weren't able to sign
anyone
for the next few years.
Yeah, he's banned for life. Yeah, he can't work in that movie.
I mean, and all this, and then Pete Rose is still banned for life.
Yeah,
which is counting one. No, I mean you're right. I don't disagree.
Maybe one day.
Should be back, but.
I mean, you look at all these light punishments, and then there's Pete Rose and Barry Bonds is still kept out of the Hall of Fame. Schillings,
Shoeless Jackson.
Well, Schillings kept out of the Hall of Fame because he's a jackass. Even the way it's not right, but
he's still tweeting.
I know he's still going.
Him and Aubrey Huff.
Aubrey Huff's a different animal.
Yeah.
Don't need to go into that. Guy's a nut.
man.
Max, you ever message him? Ask him to be on?
We should. But
Oh my god.
Okay, we'll rip you
that
up.
would be the most unfiltered.
That would be electric, bro.
Yeah.
That would be incredible. But jeez.
But
So anyway, you mentioned the realignment, and obviously baseball is trying to do everything in their power to get a season in.
Are they?
Yeah,
Well,
I think so.
I think so.
Max, what's your source, though?
I'm hearing
Harrison Bader.
June, dude. Late June. They're looking at late June, early July.
Yeah.
good enough for me.
Dude, I just want to see some baseball.
Just want to see anything.
Yeah.
Literally
Dude,
anything.
I was fucking flipping through the channels yesterday, and rerun of the girls' college softball World Series was on. And I was like, fuck it. It's better than fucking replays from fucking 03.
Dude, I've turned the TV on in my room like twice. Like, I just
Yeah.
no motivation to turn on LB Network or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, MLB Network hasn't been on my screen in
I've
well
been
over a
watching
month.
Netflix a lot.
NFL draft was last week. That was the most watched thing since this happened, and it wasn't even not even close.
Dude, I've been playing
It
LB
wasn't
the
even that
show.
great.
Like, easy.
I thought it was good. It was like cool. It was interesting.
Yeah. But
But-
there's this one plan for baseball where they're doing 3 divisions.
Love it.
Kind of trying to, and everybody would play in their home park. I think it would be a lot of divisional games is what I think it was the key for it.
I think it would be.
Uh,
I think it would be strictly divisional games. What I was reading.
Yeah, you might have read a little more into it than I did. But the East, then it's they're kind of doing away with interleague play there at this point.
Basically, it's going to be the NL and AL Central, the AL and NL West, the AL and NL East.
Combined.
Just flip the fucking Braves and the Pirates. That's it.
Yeah, so
That's it.
the East would be the Sox, Yanks.
Wait,
Mets,
Phillies. Before
Phillies.
you do this, when you sent me the picture, I was like, I looked at it, and I was like, why the hell? I thought like each line was a different division. So in my head, I was like, why the hell are the Rays and the Marlins in different divisions, and they're gonna have to travel to Florida instead of just playing New York, Massachusetts, and Pennsylvania together? I was like, what the hell are they thinking? Like, what is this?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I love the East. I'll take that.
Same.
Yeah, so
That's quality entertainment.
So
Yeah.
the East is the Sox, Yanks, Mets, Phillies, Rays, Orioles, Nats, Blue Jays, Marlins, Pirates.
What are you looking at that you went in that order? Can I see?
He sent.
Oh,
it to us.
okay.
Send it in
Oh, I'm
the
looking
chat.
at the other thing that he sent us. Or maybe he sent
The
it to me separately.
Central would be the Cubs, the White Sox, Reds, Indians, Brewers, Braves, Royals, Twins, Tigers, Cards. There'll be a lot of good baseball in that division.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the Central is going to be the fight regardless. Like, the NL Central
Yeah.
is going to be a fucking shit show.
Nope.
And same
Talk
thing for
to
the
Braves.
for the AL and the West.
Yeah, but you talk
In
the
that
Braves
division,
in there
there's
too.
seven or 8 teams that are phenomenal.
Yeah.
Or that can fight for a playoff spot.
The two obviously are the Royals and Tigers.
Yeah.
Those
they're-
are the
they're-
only 2 teams that.
They might
doing-
not win a ball game in that division unless they play each other.
And then the rest are in the West. But
Yeah,
how
the
would they
West.
do the how would the playoff alignment go?
Fuck, I just closed out the passing article about it. Damn it. Give me 2 seconds.
Good.
Yeah, I literally just closed it out.
2 teams from each division? I don't know.
No, there's like a weird round robin thing that they would have to do
That's what.
Sounds-
Yeah,
on consecutive Sundays until a winner can be
What the
determined.
fuck?
really.
All right, this is what it was. So,
Here we go.
all right, we had a giant playoff. So it's whatever the schedule is. So October 1st to October 20th, every team plays a 4-game series against each division opponent, with a day off in between. 2 teams from each division advance.
What the?
You say 4-game series?
Every team plays a 4-game series against each division opponent with a day off in between. 2 teams from each division advance. That's what it says.
It's interesting.
The six AL teams and 6 NL teams will gather. So the 6 AL teams will be in the same location. The 6 NL teams will be in the same location just for travel purposes. So it'll be like the College World Series where they're all in the same stadium. Then they'll play a round robin. They play each of the 5 teams twice in a round robin format with collective day off in the middle. So they'll play 5 games. Everybody gets a day off. Another 5 games, and then 4 teams with the best records in each league advance. And then it becomes like a traditional playoff, where it'd be a best of 5, and then a 7-game series, and then a 7-game World Series on Thanksgiving.
Sounds complex.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Interesting to say the least.
I'll take turkey in baseball.
I mean, if it works, fucking go for it.
Yeah.
They're all down for it, go for it. I don't fucking care.
Yeah. That's just, as long as I get to see baseball, I get to watch baseball for a long time.
Exactly.
Okay. Fuck. If I have baseball to watch all the way into the end of November, that's even better.
Now let me ask you guys this, because obviously it's going to be a wild season, start to finish. Is this a kind of a year you see Major League Baseball just putting in all these weird rules that they've been wanting to try?
No.
And just seeing how they work, or you think they're going to try and keep it as normal as possible?
I
A little
think
bit
they'll
of
try to
both.
keep it as normal as possible.
A little bit of
They
both.
already had the testing. Like, realistically, the only thing they're really testing is the robotic umpires, and they were using that anyway last year, like in AAA and in the Atlantic League. So, I mean, they might end up using it because they did say they don't want umpires because they'll be right on top of the catchers. So they might do something like that, but I don't think it'll be like a full-fledged, let's try everything here and like hope for the best.
Yeah, but I think they'll get creative with the playoffs. They kind of have
playoffs
to.
they have to, yeah.
Yeah, that's really all they can do. I mean, just got to figure out a way to make it work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know if I don't think we talked about it on air, but I know we talked about it in text. The idea for instead of extra innings, the home run derby style thing.
Yeah.
And that would be something cool.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun.
They have the shootout in NHL, have a home run derby.
It would be pretty sick, honestly.
Yeah.
It'd be
Whatever
cool.
works, man. Whatever they can
Whatever
do.
they need to do to get the games in at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, it's all hands on deck for this year.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to watch some baseball. I think I said to Billy, I would do unholy and illegal things for a rain-shortened Yankees-Braves game, umpired by Angel Hernandez and called by Joe Buck.
Why
Yeah,
Yankees
it's
and
true.
Braves?
Those are the 2 teams I don't like.
Boy,
Yankees and Braves?
dude, I'll watch fucking Korean teams. I don't give a shit.
That's
Like,
soon. They're starting in like a week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, if I could find their stream, oh man, you know I'm gonna be.
I mean, you
up
gotta
there.
be up at like 3 a.m. man.
Yeah, I'll stay up.
He's up
there.
anyway at 3 a.m.
I haven't been, you cunt.
I
That's
just wanna
because I'm
watch-
doing work.
Huh.
Unlike you, bitch.
Ooh.
Bah!
Ooh.
Yeah, but I'm essential, so like.
Yeah, essential. You like the staples.
Fucking hero. He's a hero, guys.
But
Oh, I'm gonna have fun editing this. Don't you worry, Max.
God.
Or Max, I'll change my words. Worry.
I'm always worried.
That was the best part. When
What?
when I asked Mac his question and I chuck up the picture of you.
Wait, can we just tell everybody what my reaction was when I first saw it?
I don't remember. You go ahead.
I'm watching it back, and I literally see that picture pop up, and I text Billy. I'm like, "Oh, you motherfucker!" Because I had no idea that picture was popping up.
Dude, the editing
Like,
was
you
great.
bastard.
Thank you.
Yeah, the editing was phenomenal. Yeah.
Billy did a fantastic job with
The
that.
intro was sick too.
Again,
Oh yeah,
All him.
you like that?
Watching
Yeah,
on
sick.
YouTube is a different experience than like on Apple Podcasts and stuff. It's just
Yeah.
you get the whole experience. Yeah.
keeps you, keeps you reined in.
Exactly.
It was a great job editing and obviously doing all the graphics and everything. Does a great job.
I agree.
Thank you.
But
Go.
oh, the helicopter.
Yeah, helicopter.
Yep.
Yeah. Flying low.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Oh my god, yeah, I hear that from one of your headphones.
It's
I don't
coming
hear
past
shit.
flying past my house.
Yeah.
I don't hear shit.
Yeah, I mean you're a little far away. We're all pretty close to each other, so.
Yeah.
I'm not
I'll
that
get to you.
crazy here.
But me, Billy, and Max are within like 7 blocks of each other.
Pretty
Alright,
much, yeah.
You're better than me, I get
Yeah, you think you're better than me?
it.
Mac is the outsider.
Basically out here in fucking Baldwin, dude. Almost.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's not much else to talk about. I mean, we were kind of lucky that this week we got a lot to talk about, and Billy did the simulation. The Red Sox report came out. We're gonna keep trying to find content. I think.
Yeah, I got content. Shut up.
You got content?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Better. What? Shut up, idiot. What are you doing? I literally just tell you I have content. He starts talking again. What are you doing? Better couple, A-Rod and J-Lo, or Derek Jeter and Hannah Jeter?
It's got to be A-Rod.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
it
not.
has to be.
I mean, come on.
That's my pick.
Yeah, it's A-Rod.
He hasn't sunk a major league team yet, so.
Yet. Yet.
Said yet. I don't think he will, but just
We
in
could
case.
also
Hard to
get into the
get
fact.
of what the Wilpons do.
I mean, we could also get into the fact that, Steve Cohen might be back into the bidding for the Mets at $1 billion cheaper. I mean,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, Jeff Wilpon.
I mean, any owner for the Mets would be better than the Wilpons at this point, so I think A-Rod would do a good job, though,
I agree. Yeah.
because he's very passionate about the game, so
Oh, yeah.
Favorite team growing up.
exactly.
All works out.
But we'll come up with some other stuff for the next couple weeks. And, boys, always a pleasure having you on.
No problem, man.
Love being here.
Thank you.
All right, it's been Take a Pitch featuring Macca and Hidden again, as always. Peace!
Fucking guy. Love you, bye.